We have a serve from number 8 on the Ospreys, Atalani Cook. We've got an opposite hit down, returned by the Roadrunners with an opposite hit swing of their own from Amy Pappas. Got a nice rally to start up this game with. Oh, a chip over the net. And an outside swing from number 1 on Rogue, Julia Brem.
They both are fighting for this. Oh my goodness.
And a kill from number 9, Amy Pappas on Lynn Benton Roadrunners. We are having some early substitutions. Number 3 in for 9, number 15 in for 4. Score sits 5-4, Lynn Benton. Number 3, Claire Bitter back to serve. And it is served into the net. That is a point for Rogue Osprey. So far, this has been a pretty tight game, Phoebe. We got 5-5 tied up.
They are both fighting for this victory. Folks at home, I wish you could feel the energy in this room. It is electric.
We got a back row attack over there. Dug by number 2 on Roadrunners. We're gonna have a nice chip down the line, saved by number 13, Lucy Schuler. And a nice hit from number 15, Lana Gillis from Roadrunners. It was blocked by Osprey and fell onto their own side and gave LB the point. We are sitting 6-5 LB. Number 12, Maisie Reeser back to serve, and it is good and in. Outside swing incoming, blocked and saved off the block from number 13, Lucy Schuler. And unfortunately, a missed swing from Ava Elliott, number 16 on the Roadrunners.
A lot of back and forth happening up close there to the net, Jenna. Lynn Benton has won the last 6 games, and they want this to be their 7th. We'll see if they can do it.
Lynn Benton has a very strong net presence, and they are bringing it out so far to go against the Rogue Osprey here. And we have a saved ball from number 11 on Rogue, Piper O'Farrell. And a kill for our Lynn Benton Roadrunners. Number 2, Mia Monahan back to serve. Score sits 7-6, Lynn Benton. Ball is up, over, and dug beautifully. A tip over, saved, and then we have a free ball from number 15 on Roadrunners. Outside swing, gone by Macy Reeser, and saved by number 15, Lana Gillis. That's a point for our Roadrunners, taking the first 2-point lead of the game, 8-6. Mia Monahan still back serving.
Let's see if they can keep the ball. It's up. It's going
Another outside swing. And up, and an outside swing in return. Oh, Lucy Schuler swings it out the back of the court, giving the point over to the Rogue Ospreys. Number 4? Yes, number 4, Danica Berceril back to serve for Osprey. Never mind, that is the number 6, my bad. That would be player number 6, Perseus Rosa Suinishi. More substitutes on Roadrunner's side. We are sitting 9-7 Roadrunner lead. We have number 4, Josie Jennis up to serve, our setter. Back row setter here. We're coming into this, unfortunately, an out serve. But we've got 3 powerhouse hitters in the front row. Phoebe, how are we thinking this is gonna go picking up so far?
This is neck and neck so far. 9-8, and just giving the ball over to each other. It's really up there. I have no idea who's gonna win this.
Oh, a nice tip from Peterson that sent the Ospreys in a bit of a scramble, but they ended up getting a swing on it that was dug by Monahan, hit by Schuler, and returned by number 11, Piper O'Farrell on Ospreys. Middle tip that was dug by number 4, Josie Jennis, and saved and hit over. The Osprey scrambled on that one, sent a free ball over. We got an outside hit from Amy Pappas that unfortunately went out of bounds on that one. It is sitting 9-9. Number 2 for Rogue Osprey, Danica, Shayla Lacamentio, back to serve. Redemption for Amy Pappas is
right up there.
A Rogue shank of the ball that just made it back over the net. We have Lucy Schuler swinging at it. Dug by number 17 on Rogue. Saved by Macy Reeser, and a tip from Lucy Schuler. Dug, saved, and we're going for an opposite swing on that one. Middle hit from Annabelle Peterson for the point. We are 10-9 LB. Lucy Schuler back to serve.
Both teams are going for aggressive angles with their outside hitters. We'll see how each team adjusts. I'm even seeing some adjustment happen as we speak.
Schuler's serve is up and in, passed by number 11, Piper Farrell on Rogue Osprey. Middle chip by Annabelle Peterson, down. Unfortunately, Osprey point 10-10. Number 5, I believe, Olivia Stubenrock back to serve. So far been quite the tight game. And it's out. That is a point for our Roadrunners. Number 8, Annabelle Peterson back to serve.
Jenna, when we talked to Lynn Benton Community College coach Frazier earlier, she said that they try to treat every game the same. Even though there are high stakes here, the team is locked in. Doesn't matter who they're versing.
It looks like that block went straight down in between the opposite and the middle blockers on that net swing from Rogue. We have number 8 back to serve for Rogue. That would be a Talani Cook. 11-11 is the current score, but our Roadrunners have a chance with this nice floater serve. And a tip from Macy Reeser that was saved after it was blocked. Tight ball on that one, and that is a Roadrunner point. We have some substitutions happening. Number 3 in for number 9, number 15 in for number 4. Number 3 back to serve, Claire Bitter. Once more. Ball is over and dug. We have an outside swing from number 1, Julia Brem. And it was out. That is a Roadrunner point on that one. 13-11 Roadrunners. The ball is up and over again. Dug by number 8. And we set up an opposite swing down the line. Nice hit from number, I believe, 8. No, not 8. Danica Bergarelli. Oh, and a shank from our Roadrunners that was unable to be saved by Monahan. Number 11, Piper O'Farrell back to serve for Rogue Ospreys.
Yeah, let's just make sure when we pick somebody.
A nice little joust there going on at the net as we go back for Macy Reeser swinging it out the back of Rogue's court. We're tied back up at 13-13. We have not had more than a 2-point lead this whole game so far, Phoebe. How do you feel?
It's been tricky. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of these balls that end up going very, very close to the line. There's a watchful eye needed in this game.
And there we had a very nice middle of the court ball drop for a point for our Roadrunners from Macy Reeser on the opposite side. She serves it in, dug by O'Farrell. And a tip from the middle, number 4, Danica
right there in the hole.
We're tied back up at 14-14. Substitutions, it looked like on both sides. And we have a ball on the court that is getting saved. Number 17 back to serve, Sarai Breezy for Rogue Ospreys. Ball is up and a beautiful jump serve on that one. Nice top spin. Saved, hit by Julie. Oh, nice tooling by Lucy Schuler on the Roadrunners.
There we go. Volleyball is such a game of analyzing the other team, predicting what they're about to do, their patterns, even things that they might not even recognize themselves. I think that Lynn Benton and Rogue are doing a great job of doing that, and we're starting to see how they're predicting the moves happening.
Lucy Schuler's quite good at that up at the net, watching those blockers, seeing where they're at and using them, or like she just did there, just missing the elbow and hitting it down in front of a back row player.
Prime example of what we're talking about here, Jenna. They found the hole that Rogue has on their court, and they put the ball right there.
Serve from Monahan, dug by O'Farrell. Quick, scrappy play from Roadrunners that ended up with a ball going out of bounds. We are not tied quite yet, but we are 16-15. Roadrunners lead, but Osprey are not far behind.
Serves up. And a tip.
A nice tip from Peterson on that one, gaining the Roadrunners back another point, getting up to another 2-point lead. We have some substitutes coming in. Number 4, Josie Jennis back to serve. Did you see who went in for number 3? Number 9? Amy Pappas back on the court.
Number 9.
Jennis gets a swing over, middle down, front. Oh, that was a nice return from the Roadrunners. A tip out of the middle on the Rogue side. We have an offensive game here up at the net. And a nice save from number 4, Josie Jennis. Nice pancake! That was from Jennis, and we are tipping from the middle. Dug by Macy Reeser, hit over by Lucy Schuler. Osprey are giving it to their outside. Blocked by Amy Pappas and Annabelle Peterson.
This is incredible. Lynn Benton is a well-oiled machine. If Rogue expects to have the comeback, they're going to need to tighten up their covering and close those holes on the court.
We have a timeout from Rogue head coach Christine Nelson. We are sitting 18-15. Roadrunners lead, the first 3-point lead of the game, Phoebe. So far, how are we feeling about this back and forth?
Goodness. You know, when we talked to Rogue's coach, she let us know some really key points to this game as well. They're both 11-2. They've been up against each other quite recently, and they are pretty evenly matched, as we can see. This game, though, I have a feeling that Lynn Benton has prepared in really strong ways in their training to be ready for this game, because they are moving as a unit.
Absolutely. We've got Amy Pappas and Annabelle Peterson front row, both sophomores, been playing together at least 2 years, and they have oiled down their machine to work as great as they can possibly make it.
You know, we'll see if Rogue can get these points back. Rogue's setter, Shayla Lacamiento, has gotten Player of the Week. He's got nominated for it 4 separate times on October 29th, 15th, 8th, and on September 24th. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, she's been showing her skills out there on the court, and here is Jennis, our Roadrunner setter, back to serve, hoping to compete with her sets on Rogue's side as we get a set up for an opposite swing. Blocked by Lucy Schuler on that return from Ospreys.
Solid blocking from Lynn Benton so far.
Jennis back to serve once again. We remain with Lucy Schuler, Annabelle Peterson, and Amy Pappas up in the front row. That is a strong offense and defensive on the net for Roadrunners. So we have a nice swing from Pappas, and it is set up for an outside hit that is blocked. Oh, and it was unable to be recovered on the Osprey side. That is a Lynn Benton point. 20-15 Roadrunner lead. Jennis back to serve once again. having our first 5-point lead of the game. Things are starting to pick up the pace here. So we've got 3 powerhouses in the front row, KB.
A lot of floor time as well. Lynn Benton keeps getting these tricky balls, and they're having a hard time picking it up.
Unfortunately, that scrappy play did not pay off for them as they tried to recover that tip from Ospreys. As number 2, Shayla Lacamiento, goes back to serve, which means that Rogue now also has 3 front row hitters, and so they have a chance against Lynn Benton's 3 powerhouses up front. Dug out of the net by Piper Farrell, excuse me. And unfortunately, it was not able to be saved by a teammate in time. Lucy Schuler back to serve for, nope, never mind. We have another timeout called by head coach Christina Nelson.
You know, if I had to guess what they're talking about in that timeout right now, I think that it would be about the communication right there, especially up at the front row. They're kind of bunched together. And there's been a lot of balls that they're just not able to get up, either because it might be a miscommunication. It might be that this is a new lineup for them. It doesn't seem like it, because when we talked with the coach, it seems like this is a pretty steady lineup that they usually have. But for some reason, things are getting a little loose on that side.
Yeah, we are sitting 21 Roadrunners, 16 Rogue Osprey. After coming off of a win last night for the Roadrunners and a loss for the Ospreys, this is definitely going to be quite the deciding game for them, and both teams know it for sure.
Absolutely, Jenna. Let's see if the Beaks can push 4.
Okay, now we are coming back into the play. Lucy Schuler has the ball for the Roadrunners, back to serve. Let the line judges get into their positions. And play shall resume. Ball up from Schuler, and it is over. Dug by Piper Farrell. And it was unfortunately shanked by Josie Jennis on the Roadrunners. That is another point for the Osprey. That last timeout must have done them some good, as we have number 5, Livia Stubenrock, going back to serve.
They've got an opening here, Jenna. Let's see if they can keep it, if they can bridge the gap.
She was able to get it into that number 4 spot on the court. There were no Roadrunners there. And we have a tool nicely done by Annabelle Peterson on the Roadrunners, giving them a 22-17 lead as she goes back to serve. 3 more points, and then this set is done. Can she do it without giving up her possession? A nice solid serve to start out with. We have an opposite swing and a block, unfortunately tooled by the Roadrunners, that has gone out of bounds, and the Osprey are having a quick rotation. Pardon me.
A substitution?
Substitution, thank you, Phoebe.
Yes.
We have number 8 back to serve, Atolini Cook. She has been doing pretty well for them back there, as she's got a nice top spin ball going deep. And a tooled hit from Amy Pappas that has gained the Roadrunners back their possession.
2 points. 2 points for Lynn Benton Community College to
Number
win this
3,
set.
Claire Bitter, back up to serve for the Roadrunners as we sit 23-18. Ball is over, dug by Piper O'Farrell. A tip that was saved, and an outside swing from Macy Reeser. That is shanked by, unfortunately, Olivia Stubenrock. And that is set point for the Roadrunners right now, 24-18. The Ospreys still have a chance to get this ball back and save this set for themselves.
Here we go, set point.
Bitter has a good serve straight to the back row. An outside swing that is dug by Monahan. And an outside swing by Macy Reeser that is again shanked by Rogue Osprey. That is 25-18. Roadrunners take the first set.
Wow.
We are KBVR-TV, and we will be back with you once this break concludes. Welcome back to KBVR-TV. Here we are broadcasting the Lynn Benton Roadrunners volleyball matchup against the Rogue Community College Ospreys. The first set was 25-18 Roadrunners. How are we feeling going into the second set, Phoebe? What are we thinking is going on in Christine Nelson's mind right now, head coach for Ospreys?
You know, I don't know if it's the loss last night that's gotten to this team, but I'm sure that she's reinforced the fact that this is an important game. And to win on another team's sophomore night, what a win that would be.
We have a serve from Josie Jennis on the Roadrunners going and dug. A chip by number 11, Piper O'Farrell. Oh, we have some energy back on the court, Phoebe, as the swing from Lucy Schuler is blocked. And the first point goes to Rogue Ospreys as Piper O'Farrell blocks that swing.
That first point, so crucial to setting the tone of it. Even 1 point, start of the game.
Going back to serve, we have Olivia Stubenbrock from Rogue Ospreys. We're going for an outside swing from Amy Pappas, bounce off the net, and the Rogue Ospreys are able to dig it up and get a full play off of that, and we are trying for another opposite hit from Pappas as well. Returned with an outside chip from Rogue that unfortunately didn't make its way to the net, giving Roadrunners their first point of the set. We are sitting 1-1. Lucy Schuler back to serve. The ball is up and over into the back row for Ospreys. Outside swing blocked by Annabelle Peterson and Josie Jennis. Pardon me, Amy Pappas was the other one on that block right there. A nice swing from Maisie Reeser on the outside for the, unfortunately a block tool by Macy Reeser and Annabelle Peterson, giving the Osprey a point. This is their first lead of the game so far. We are sitting 1-2 Rogue Ospreys.
Rogue switching out a couple people with some substitutions. We'll see if they can keep the energy up.
Number 8, Adelani Cook back to serve as the ball is up, and that is out. She is packing some rough in that arm of hers, Phoebe.
Absolutely. You and I both know that volleyball is a mental game, and what I'm seeing from Rogue right now is it seems like they're getting in their heads a little bit, and they'll need to get out of it if they expect to win this game.
We have an overpass that ended up being a kill.
That now,
number 8, Atalani Cook.
Now that is rare.
I don't believe I saw a Roadrunner run for that ball, as we have a serve from Piper O'Farrell. It goes over, pass by, wow. Number 4 on Ospreys, Danica Verseril.
They're adjusting their strategy here, seeing if they can get at the Lynn Benton Roadrunners' weak spots.
Serve from Piper O'Farrell is nice and deep to an outside or opposite swing from Amy Pappas. We are going for a back row swing. And where are we hitting this? We are giving the outside hit to Macy Reeser, who has a nice angle on that ball. And unfortunately, Rogue Ospreys were unable to return that point. We are sitting 3-4 Rogue lead.
Speaking of mental, you can see the way that even after a play like that, there was an error on their part, they're laughing it off. They're trying to keep the energy up, trying to keep it low stakes in order for them to get through this game.
Rogue Ospreys came back from that set break, and they are a different team so far as they score yet another point, gaining their first 2 lead of the game, 5-3 against the Roadrunners. So we sub in number 17 for number 1. Sarai Barizi back to serve for the Osprey. They have a good serve dug by Reeser, and a tip from that was unfortunately blocked and unable to be saved by the Roadrunners, and it is another point for the Osprey. The ball is up and over, right dug by Reeser, and she is also given the serve as it is blocked, tooled, and it is a Road Runner point, 4-6.
What a swing, Jenna.
Macy Reeser back to serve, coming back to gain the advantage over Rogue, hopefully, as she sets up this serve. Nice and tight to that net. And an outside swing, that is a kill from number 5, Olivia Stubenrock on the Osprey. Number 6 back to serve, Perseus Rosa Suwanishi. Pardon me, Suwanishi. She serves up and over, dug by Reeser. Middle hit from number 16, Ava Elliott, sophomore. Nice outside swing from Lucy Schuler, a chip over. We're going and returning with an outside hit on the Roadrunner side. Dug, saved, smacked down by number 15, Lana Gillis. And that is a Roadrunner point, 5-7. Rogue still leads, but the Roadrunners are still in this game as number 2, Mia Monahan, goes back to serve.
That last rally, you can tell the Roadrunners are in it to win it. They want to keep this ball. They want to win this set.
That was so nearly an ace from Monahan right there. Unfortunately, we got 2 touches on Rogue's side, but they were not able to return that serve over the net. We have a nice soft serve from Monahan right there and an outside tip that ends up getting them the point. Rogue Osprey are sitting at 8-6 right now as number 2, Shayla Lacamiento, goes back to serve.
It seems to be a successful strategy for Rogue to be doing a lot of that tricky up close to the net play.
I think Rogue has stepped back actually, and they are not swinging as much as they are going in for those small, quick chip plays. Unfortunately, Macy Reeser hits that ball out of bounds, giving the point back to Ospreys. But yeah, they've come on to the court for this set with a different strategy.
Absolutely.
Lacamiento still up to serve. Dug by Lucy Schuler. And an outside swing also by Schuler. That is tooling the Osprey, gaining the Roadrunners possession back. We have some substitutions going on. Josie Jennis back on the court along with Amy Pappas. Jennis back to serve. Score sits 7-9, Rogue lead. Serve right to the back row, setting up a middle tip. And we have a quick back and forth at the net as Lucy Schuler goes and gets her swing set up and return by another hit.
Ooh.
And that was a beautiful save by number 17, Sarai Breezy on the Osprey. That ended up gaining them that point on that rally. We have a substitute on the Osprey side as I believe number 5, Olivia Stubenrock, goes back to serve for the Osprey. Quick pass up from Jennis for Schuler hit, and an outside return swing from the Osprey. Outside down from Lucy Schuler. That ends up gaining them the point. Roadrunners sitting at a beautiful 8-10. Rogue still leads, but Lucy Schuler is back to serve. The crowd is packed tonight for sophomore night for the Roadrunners here at Albany, Oregon. My bad. A tip from Reeser ends up skewing the Rogue Osprey out of their rotation, and they swave that ball off of the net. Some quick passes, a block that ends up giving the Rogue Osprey the point on that one. 11-8, leading still.
Now this is an engaging game. Definitely seen from LBCC. They want to impress the crowd that's here, a lot of family members. and they're in this to win it, but they've got to pick it up.
We have number 8, Adelani Cook, back to serve for Rogue Osprey. She gets it nice and deep for Roadrunners that are returning it and giving a nice outside swing to Piper O'Farrell. Saved by O'Farrell on that one, and then we're setting up a middle down from Annabelle Peterson that is dug up on the Ospreys. A free ball over gives them a chance to give Amy Pappas a chance to swing for the ball, and she tools the Osprey blockers, gaining them another point. We are sitting Annabelle Peterson back to serve, 9-11 Rogue lead. Nice deep serve on that one. We have a tight net ball, and we are having Roadrunners be called for over the net on that one. Unfortunately, Phoebe, you cannot go and hit the ball out of a setter's hands.
Oh my goodness. You know, I see so many disputes over whether or not a team has touched the net or not. I think they know that they did in this case, though.
Oh, wow, that was a nice, solid block from number 4, Danica Bercerel from Rogue Ospreys. She shut down that swing from Amy Pappas, who has had a strong, strong season so far. Serve from Piper O'Farrell as we set up Macy Reeser on the outside, who unfortunately blows it out the back of the court, but that was some power behind that swing. We have a timeout called. Score sits 9-14, Rogue lead, Phoebe. This is the largest lead they have had so far.
Absolutely. One thing that I've been noticing too is that there's a difference in the coaching styles. We see Coach Frazier calm and collected, a lot of the times taking almost a back seat. Of course, she's still engaged, still involved, but she knows that she's trained her players to know what they need to do. Whereas we see Coach Nelson on the sidelines more, talking to the players, right up there close to where the players actually are. Either one can work to lead the team to victory, but I think it's an interesting thing to highlight, the philosophy behind the both of them.
Even here, as they are in their timeouts, we have Coach Jamie Frazier back, having her team in a full circle, listening to her give them their pep talk. While we had Christine Nelson split up her team and had part of them go with an assistant coach and listen to some advice from there, while she took the rest of her players for a water break and talking through her points with them.
Jenna, we'll see which strategy is best, I guess. Here we go.
These teams are proving why their records are so close together. They have been fairly matched so far on these set and a half that we have seen in this gym. We have a serve from Piper O'Farrell. Goes deep, dug by Monahan. Amy Pappas swings down the line, scoring a point, gaining the Roadrunners another point, getting them up to 10.
Solid kill on that last one, right down the line.
Number 3, Claire Bitter back in serving for Pappas. Number 15, Lana Gillis up in for her opposite position as well. Rogue Ospreys defensive line are ready to receive this ball as we have a middle swing dug beautifully by the Roadrunners. A chip from Ava Elliott and an outside down swing. And a save! Unfortunately, Monahan was not able to get over Lucy Schuler enough to get enough leverage under that ball to send it all the way over the net. It hit the tape and unfortunately back onto their side of the court. We have Saray Breezy back to serve on Osprey's side. We are sitting 15-10, Osprey lead. That ball had some nice topspin going straight down. Monahan tried her best to dig that one up, but she was not able to get under it enough and control that ball.
Strong server from Rogue. Let's see how long they can keep it. I spoke too soon.
That topspin did unfortunately get the ball into the net a little too soon. We have Macy Reeser back to serve for the Roadrunners, 11-16 Rogue lead. as Reeser tosses the ball and hits it over. Nice to their back row. We have a chip out from number 2, Shayla Lacaminto from Rogue. Reeser back to serve once again, 12-16. Nice up from Piper. O'Farrell. Dug by number 3, Claire Bitter, excuse me. And a chip from number 5 on the Ospreys. And we are setting up Lucy Schuler for a point as she goes deep with her swing cross court past the back row, but just in missing that end line there. Roadrunners are up now to 13 points, but the Rogue still leads with 16 points, pardon me. An ace for Macy Reeser, here we go. As the ball was unfortunately shanked by Saray, excuse me. Macy Reeser back to serve once again. They are tying up that lead that Rogue has had for the entire set so far. Going for a nice down. Oh, goodness.
Wow.
Number 4, Danica Bursill had a swing and a hit on that ball. Unfortunately shanked by the Roadrunners, but she deserved that point. She just got Rogue. Number 6, Perseus Rosa Suanishi. Up to serve, and it is good. Ava Elliott in the middle there. Unfortunately not able to get it over the net, but we have a swing from number 5, Olivia Stubenrock from Rogue Ospreys, who got them that point. They are sitting 18-14 lead.
Rogue is coming back from that last set with a fervor. Oh my goodness. Really strong hitting. And LBCC they're doing well also, but they gotta pick this up. They expect to win.
Rosa Suanishi back to serve once again for the Osprey as Lucy Schuler gets a smackdown on that. It was a nice line hit from her on the outside. Unfortunately, the ball was moving too fast. Osprey's defense did not have a chance to even move their feet to dig that ball. Monahan back to serve for Lynn Benton Roadrunners. Nice dig from Breezy there.
Quick sets.
A very quick little deep tip from Annabelle Peterson, gaining Lynn Benton, excuse me, the point. We are sitting 16-18, tying back up this game.
Just another example of how those tips can be so strategic.
That's something a middle blocker is always on the lookout for, is where those holes are on the court as we go in with a swing from Lucy Schuler, who gets another line hit. Back row swing, and Racy Reeser saves that ball from Monahan.
And there we go.
Who gets it back and passes it, free balls it over. A nice block from Peterson as we go. Outside swing from Schuler, right to Rosa Suanishi. A tip that goes right into the blocker's hands. That
so
is
strategic. Set up for a hit, went for the tip instead, and it paid off.
Score is 19-17, Rogue Osprey lead. Number 2, Shayla Lacamiento back to serve. Oh, a nice block from Rogue Ospreys that was immediately dug. And unfortunately, Lana Gillis hits the ball out the back of the court past that end line.
Good intention. We need to rein it in a little bit.
We have another timeout called. Oh, Phoebe, this game is a lot closer, and Rogue leads 2016. How are we feeling about this comeback from that team?
This is the exact opposite of what we saw last set. I believe that it was Rogue 16 at this point and LBCC 20. So we'll see. That just shows how neck and neck they are, though. Is that we're going back and forth. I know that you were at a recent game as well, where they were doing the exact same thing. They were going back and forth, set after set, all up in the air as to who's going to win it.
Absolutely. That Lynn Benton Roadrunners against the Chemeketa Storm, October 18th, that game was very tight. Schmekeda was unfortunately only able to get one set, and our Roadrunners won in 4. But we also saw this last time that the Roadrunners and Osprey played each other, was they traded back sets. First set to Lynn Benton, second set to Rogue, third set Lynn Benton, fourth set Rogue, and fifth set, of course, unfortunately, Roadrunners only were able to score 10 while the Rogue Osprey got their 15 and won that game. But they had such high scores on that one, winning nearly every set by their 2 needed, as we are coming in to another matchup from these teams that are so well matched up.
And there we go.
Unfortunately, Shayla Lacamiento went for a quick, soft, shallow serve that did not clear the net. Josie Jennis back to serve for Roadrunners. Nice dig up. An opposite swing, outside swing from Lucy Schuler, who goes for a nice tip. Outside swing from number 5, Olivia Sternbrock, excuse me. Nice dig from number 17, Shirai Breezy. And that is an Osprey point, 21-17. Lynn Benton is out of timeout, so we see Coach Jamie Frazier up on the line talking to her team. Annabelle Peterson getting her comments from the coach. Number 5, Olivia Stubenrock back to serve. Oh, unfortunately, Annabelle Peterson goes for a swing that hits the net and falls on Roadrunner's side, giving Osprey yet another point as they sit 22-17.
Rogue is turning up the heat. Here we go.
A nice up from Jennis there.
Poor communication, multiple people calling for the ball at the same time.
Schuler took a swing for that ball, but Monahan had her back if she was unable to get there. But unfortunately, her feet did not leave that floor, and she did not get the vertical momentum she needed to get that ball clear of the tape. And a serve into the net from Stubenrock on Osprey. We have Lucy Schuler back to serve for the Roadrunners. Score sits 18-23, Rogue lead, but Roadrunners cannot be counted out just yet. And an out hit from the Osprey. They have quite the arms in their offensive front row there, but unfortunately they are doing a lot better with their tips than they are with their big swings.
I know, I've noticed that as well. It's interesting. And here we go.
And a nice save from Jennis on that one.
Almost
and
lost
Amy
it.
Pappas saving that original tip. We have a down from Macy Reeser, dug by Stubenrock, and another down from O'Farrell. A tight ball, and a point by Annabelle Peterson as she shuts that into the hole. We are sitting 20-23, Rogue lead, but Lucy Schuler is back to serve once again for the Roadrunners.
That was a harmonious play. That was beautiful to watch.
Nice up from Rosa Suwaninski. And unfortunately, the Osprey were not able to fully save that ball. We are sitting 21-23. Schuler still serving for the Roadrunners. And a timeout from head coach Christine Nelson on Rogue. How are we thinking this set's going to turn out, Phoebe?
Whew, I am on the edge of my seat, Jenna. I think with the way that I see Jamie Frazier talking to her team right now, she is getting them back in order, telling them that they can win this. And I think they may be able to. Look at the way that they're interlocked in there. There's not that, even in their timeouts, they're showing how unified they are as a team. I believe that they can pick this back up if they're willing to do it. But Rogue is coming back with a fire in this set, and they're on the edge of this victory.
Absolutely.
It could be either one. What do you think?
Absolutely. Yeah, for such a large and deep roster, head coach Jamie Frazier really keeps the Roadrunners as a unit with the amount of girls that they have. And here they are all on their feet off the bench here, just waiting to cheer on their teammates as Lucy Schuler goes back to serve yet another ball, waiting for our line judges to get into position, but the Rogue Osprey look ready as well to get this set in their pockets. Reminder, scores 21-23, Rogue lead, but it is Roadrunners ball. A nice up. And a nice save from Monahan as that ball was really close. Amy Pappas with a kill on that one. A nice, she's quite the universal utilized opposite hitter there.
Yes, absolutely. The team's multi-tool, if you will.
Schuler hits the ball into the net. Unfortunately, it is now set point Rogue, and they get the ball as well as we are sitting 24-22. Number 8, Adelani Cook back to serve. She has had quite the arm on her so far in this game.
Absolutely.
And it was out, so now we are sitting 23-24, Roadrunners ball. Annabelle Peterson back to serve. We've got our back row down and ready for this receival.
Watch it when you're live, don't be whipping like that.
Nice up and a hit from the middle on the Osprey side, outside, blocked!
Ooh.
And that is a point gained by
my
Julia
goodness.
Brem as Rogue takes the set 25-23. We are now tied up 1-1 sets. We are going down to our sideline reporter, Brady Elliott.
Thanks, Jenna. After a really tight-fought second set, Rogue was able to pull out a really good second set. I heard two things from both coaches during those timeouts. On the Rogue side, she really liked what her team was doing. She liked the scrappy, she liked the fight, and she really loved the energy with execution. On the Lynn Benton side, Coach Frazier was preaching cutting down on those unforced errors and keeping things in the middle. She really likes working the ball to either side, but she thought the middle is where they can take control. I really liked what I saw from both teams energy-wise. It was a great second set, and they split. So we're almost gonna be going the distance, guys. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much for that, Brady. We are KBVR-TV, and we will be back after this quick break.
Great job, everybody.
Oh.
That was crazy. That was a crazy one.
Thank you.
Love graphics.
Folks, a quick reminder that you two are sounding great.
Welcome back to KBVR-TV. We are here live streaming the Lynn Benton Roadrunners versus Rogue Osprey, who have come off of a loss last night, and they are back to defeat the Roadrunners with a vengeance. They just took the last set. What are we thinking going into this third one, Phoebe, with 1-1?
Oh, man. At this point, I don't know what to expect, Jenna. I think that either one could pull through on this one. We're seeing such different strategies. Lynn Benton is a very organized group, whereas Rogue, they have their organization, but where they shine is in their scrappiness, being able to think on their feet, pick up those balls. And I think that either strategy could outweigh the other one in this game. It just absolutely depends on how they're doing. Yeah.
This is, we have number 8, I believe, back to serve, Adelani Cook. Number 2, Shayla Lacamento. Dear goodness, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
That is a point for Rogue Osprey as an apology for my mispronunciation. But they are coming back into this game, and their scrappiness, as you were saying, is definitely something to be admired. As we were talking to Coach Nelson before the game, and she said that with their 9-person lineup, they've had this roster nearly the whole season, and they've had to deal with this, and they have built off of that scrappiness as they are gaining yet another point against the Roadrunners out of the gate here.
Absolutely. When you have such a small team like that, not only does it become a very tight-knit group, but you need to work with the skills and be honest with yourself about the weaknesses that you have and work on it. It's essential. You can see how it's paying off. That's scrappiness.
That was a nice swing from Macy Reeser as we quickly needed that ball back over. Janice did that for the Roadrunners. A nice up from Lucy Schuler outside to Macy Reeser, who gets the first point for the Roadrunners of the set. We are sitting 1-2, Rogue lead. Reeser back to serve. Lynn Benton's bench there is getting excited for their first possession of the game, or the set, excuse me. Reeser serves it up and over. That was quite the deep serve, but it was hit first by Osprey. And a free ball over right to Monahan, which lets them set up a beautiful swing from Pappas. She got plenty of wrist flick, but unfortunately she was unable to dig that ball coming right her way. It is now Rogue's possession once more as number 5, Olivia Stubenrock, goes back to serve. We have a point for the Ospreys there. Stubenrock still back to serve as we sit 4-1 leading into this third set. I don't know what Coach Nelson said after that first set that they dropped after being neck and neck, but they have come back as a separate team these last 2 sets.
Absolutely.
It looks like we have a player called in the net, I believe, for that.
I'm not sure if it was a net or a ceiling hit off the ceiling.
Well, I believe it was on their side, so it should still be their possession.
That's what I was thinking.
Annabelle Peterson up to serve anyway for the Roadrunners. A nice free ball from Piper O'Farrell. And a down from Amy Pappas that is shanked and gains a Roadrunner point.
What a kill.
She is definitely someone to watch out for, especially being an opposite hitter. I feel like they're sometimes the unsung heroes of a team.
Absolutely. Yeah, they don't get as much credit as the outside, but they are so important. It cannot be underestimated.
And here we go, an opposite swing from Piper O'Farrell that nearly got the Ospreys a point on that one. And that one did end up getting the Ospreys a point as we're sitting 5-3. Looks like number 8, Adelani Cook, back to serve for the Ospreys. Ball was up and, hit the tape, but still went over as we go and get another hit to Pappas. It gets blocked, but she recovers, and it's a Schuler ball that is hit outside of the court, gaining another Rogue point. Cook still back to serve for Rogue. A nice up from Lucy Schuler, set by Macy Reeser. And we have a very scrappy recovery from Roadrunners on that play.
Oh, what can they get?
Shanked by Reeser, unable to be saved by Monahan on that one. Rogue sits 7-3 going into this third set. They have come back a totally separate team from these last two sets even.
Lynn Ben's not getting discouraged. They're determined for this. And they have it in.
I believe last time we were told about what they call an announcer's curse of...
You know, I'm feeling that today, Jenna. I am. I should just stop speaking.
Yep, we have Claire Bitter back to serve for the Lynn Benton Roadrunners as we have down and ready back row for the Ospreys. And an out ball, that is Lynn Benton's point, up 5-7. Rogue still leads, but Bitter is able, hopefully, to get them back in the lead. The ball is up. A nice floater serve right to Piper O'Farrell. And an outside hit dug by Macy Reeser, set to Lucy Schuler. Gets a nice swing on that. Julia Brem for Ospreys is given another shot on a swing as she goes down the net with that one. Nice cut on her swing that ended up resulting in a point for the Osprey on that rally. Ospreys.
Solid block. The Ospreys are thinking on their feet. Wow.
Absolutely.
They are scrappy, and it is working.
We have Piper O'Farrell back to serve for the Ospreys. And she gives it right to Reeser, who digs it up, and we have a ball go to number 6, Lauren Burnt, who I believe has been out on injury so far. It's great to see her getting some floor time. Outside swing from Brem. That gets a kill for her. Julia Brem, number 1 on Rogue Ospreys, giving them 9-5 lead. O'Farrell still back to serve for Rogue. A tight hit from that one that unfortunately Bitter was unable to save on the Roadrunner side, giving another point to Rogue. How are we feeling about this Lynn Benton Roadrunner team right now, Phoebe?
I am watching the coaching like a hawk to see when they're going to call a timeout, what's going through their minds, and why they're losing their edge right now.
And unfortunately, Burnt got her outside swing on that, and it went outside for sure.
Absolutely. Way outside.
Yes, Rogue's got a 6-point lead, which I believe might be their highest of the game so far, which does beg the question, is Jamie Frazier thinking on the terms of a timeout at some point? Nice up by Macy Reeser as we get it set up to Lucy Schuler, who gets a nice line hit on that one, tipped by Brem on Ospreys. Tip over by Burnt. Another swing from Brem, dug by Monahan, outside to Lucy Schuler. And shanked, unfortunately, by number 5, Steubenrock. That is a Roadrunner point, 6-11 right now. Lucy Schuler back to serve. These teams are fighting for that number 1 spot in the region, and they are not giving it up easy.
They absolutely are. And in terms of Coach Frazier calling a timeout, we'll see if that's something that she believes is going to be constructive. Wow.
That was a clean swing from Brem on the Ospreys.
Yes, absolutely. I'm wondering if Coach Frazier is just wanting them to figure this out instead of disrupting their flow, having them push through those errors and to find their cohesion again.
We also have a freshman, Brooklyn Bitter, number 5, or not Bitter, excuse me, Butler on the floor for Lynn Benton Roadrunners, who I don't believe has been in the game so far, as we do have a timeout called from Coach Jamie Frazier.
Here it is. that's an interesting strategy as well. Waiting, because they definitely had time for the timeouts. It's early in the game, but Rogue is more than halfway through. So
Yes, we are sitting 13-6 Rogue lead on that one. Seven points? 4, 3? Yes, that's
yes,
7 point
that
lead.
is 7 points. Jenna, who do you think would win in a fight between a Roadrunner and an Osprey?
You know what, Phoebe? I know an osprey is a bird, and I cannot tell you any other aspect of them. But I believe a Roadrunner would be fast enough. It would be able to outrun any kind of defense that an osprey will come at with it.
You know, I just don't know. I might disagree with you on that because what I do know of ospreys is that they're giant raptors, so they're of the hawk and falcon family, and they snatch fish out of lakes with their claws. So I think they could maybe snatch one of these Roadrunners up. I mean, I don't know how big a Roadrunner is, to be honest. To be completely honest with you, I've never seen a Roadrunner in my life.
I would love to say that it's about the size of like a blue jay, but I cannot say that with 100% confidence as we return back to set 3. Rogue lead 13-6. Number 16, Saray Breezy back to serve for Ospreys right now. She gets it nice and deep. Outside swing from Macy Reeser.
Wow.
Who put a lot
and
of
again,
speed on that ball and returned that ball. And she's getting set up for another swing. Is she going to? And she did. And it was in. That is a point.
Wow.
I believe Macy Reeser had every offensive play on that one right there. That was a great rally for her. So we have Monahan back to serve on the Roadrunners.
Right there on the line. If a hitter's able to do it, it is essential to just get an immediate kill.
A nice lofty serve. Going back, and it was returned very quickly by the Ospreys, and unfortunately, Claire Bitter was unable to dig it up. We have number 6, Rosa Suinishi, back to serve for the Osprey. A nice serve, solid. Oh!
Wow.
Roadrunners did not give them long on that possession. We are sitting 14-8 right now. Rogue still leads, but the Roadrunners are not giving up this game. We have number 4, Josie Jennis, back to serve. She is back in setting now, I believe, now that Claire Bitter, number 3, is back on the bench. Nice up from Breezy there. We have a setup for Amy Pappas, dug by O'Farrell.
Wow, what a dig.
A nice up by Monahan, and we are giving Pappas another shot that gets a nice cut. Free ball over, that is out, and a Roadrunner point.
All right.
These teams come back from their timeouts with so much more energy, Phoebe. What do you think the coaches are saying to them to get them as hyped up as they can?
I have no idea. I like to think that they're turning it back on them, you know, to have them focus on why they want to be here instead of scolding them or hyping them up.
Absolutely. They all have a job. They know what they are here. They know what they're about, and they know what they can do.
Absolutely. 6-point difference. Let's see if the Bees can bridge the gap.
Lacamiento back to serve for the Ospreys. 15-9 as they lead. Nice up by Monahan. Annabelle Peterson with a quick swing on that one. Piper O'Farrell able, unfortunately, just out of bounds on that swing, but she has quite the arm on her as she's been showing. And of course, she showed in their last matchup as she was the top scorer for the entire game on both teams with 21 points. Just about a fifth of any points that the Ospreys had gained.
Impressive.
A beautiful down from number 7, Soraya Nanny on Ospreys. Number 5, Steubenrock back to serve for the Ospreys. Roadrunners getting down and ready as we have Reeser, Monahan, and Schuler to receive. Nice up by Reeser. Jenna set to Lucy Schuler. Down, dug by number 6 on Ospreys, chipped by number 1. Peterson for another swing on that one. O'Farrell with an opposite hit. Lucy Schuler again tooling and gaining the point for our Roadrunners as we sit 11-16. Annabelle Peterson back to serve. They want to take this 5-point lead away from Rogue right now.
Absolutely. Some of these balls are so close that the line judges have different opinions on them.
Unfortunately, Peterson swings into the net, but you know what they say, the ball never lies.
It's true. It's true.
We have some substitutions on the Ospreys side as number 8, Cook, back into serve. She has had quite the arm on her this game and has held up a pretty consistent string of serves when she has the ball back there.
It's dangerous for the Roadrunners. Here we go.
And that was ball for the line judge, who unfortunately was not ready for receiving.
Absolutely.
We have number 3, Claire Bitter, back on the court, going back to serve for the Roadrunners as we sit 12-17. Rogue lead still. Ball is up, and that's nice right to the back row, and up. And a swing by number 4, Bercerel, that gets them a point. Number 11, Piper O'Farrell, back to serve for the Ospreys. Roadrunners should not count themselves out of this set just yet. Nice up by Reeser. And a beautiful down by number 15, Laura Gillis.
And there they go.
Lana, excuse me. And another point for the Roadrunners as Lucy Schuler goes back to serve. Phoebe, what are we thinking is going to be the strategy to break this 5-point lead Rogue has right now?
I definitely think they could do it, first off, Jenna. 5 points. If they stay with this server, and they stay consistent, they can absolutely do this. Oh, here they go.
A tip out, unfortunately, for Bercerel, excuse me, as Schuler goes back for another serve. We've got down and ready back row on the Ospreys right now. They are ready and prepared for Schuler's serve. So they get a nice up from O'Farrell. Nice set to Brim, and down by Macy Reeser. That is out of bounds on the Roadrunners, giving the Rogue a point and possession of the ball. We are sitting 19-14, still a 5-point lead for Rogue right now. Number 17 in for number 1, Sarai Breezy, back in to serve.
Because Rogue is so scrappy, I think Lynn Benton is now looking for those really close to the line, those really deep hits to get them, because things up at the front of the net are not working the same anymore.
Yes, unfortunately, Breezy serves into the net and gives Mia Monahan another chance to serve, who is also a fantastic back row player, and she leaves no doubt why she is libero on this team. Unfortunately, Claire Bitter was unable to dig that hit from Ospreys, but they still have a chance as we sit 20-15 Rogue. Number 6, Rosa Suiminshi, back to serve. Down by Macy Reeser. That is dug by Suiminshi.
Wow.
That is counted as on the floor.
You know, liberos are the unsung heroes of volleyball. They're getting down and dirty, getting the ball, doing those tough digs, and unfortunately couldn't get that one up.
Absolutely. I bet they have the most stocked laundry room to get all these floor stains out of those jerseys, especially Rosa Suinishi's, who has a white jersey on currently.
Yes.
And unfortunately, Piper O'Farrell was not able to dig that ball as we have Josie Jennis back to serve once more for Roadrunners, sitting 17-20, closing that lead that Rogue has had on them this whole set.
They keep coming back to this type of point setup. 16, 17, and 20 on either side.
We have a call on, I believe, number 8. That is Annabelle Peterson in the net for the Roadrunners. either in the net or potentially over the line on the court, as the net itself is not moving at all that I can see. A hit for Macy Reeser. She goes for a line swing and unfortunately gets it out of bounds, giving a timeout from head coach Jamie Frazier.
You know, Jen, I wonder if Jamie Frazier waits till a certain point level or till there's something that's kind of a tipping point for that. What do you think?
I believe that would be a good strategy on her part, especially with especially choosing to use her last timeout for this set, as we're sitting 17-22. And you know what makes this 5-point lead much different is, you know, the proximity to Rogue winning the set, but also the players are just making those mistakes that Brady was telling us about that are preventable on their own side. So
Yes.
reinforcing
Yes.
that in this huddle, I think, is going to be one of her main focuses.
Absolutely. I think that's something that we're seeing with Lynn Benton, excuse me, in this set especially, and in the last one, is that there's a lot of errors happening within their team that are kind of getting away from them. It's less of their not being able to pick up the hard hits or anything like that that are coming at them. It seems to be kind of the smaller stuff, which sometimes can be the trickiest part of a game like this.
Absolutely. Going against a scrappy team such as Rogue Ospreys right now, they have such an unpredictable play pattern that
Absolutely.
Lynn Benton, I'm sure Coach Frazier has given them the foundations to be able to play off of a team where they cannot read them as well as they usually could for a different opponent.
Right.
And they, a point gained
They're
by
coming
Amy
back.
Pappas on Lynn Benton right off of that timeout. Macy Reeser back to serve for the Roadrunners, and we are sitting 18-22. Rogue lead. Oh, a nice down and unfortunately Monahan was unable to save that play. But number 7, Soraya Manny from Rogue Ospreys, she, I don't believe, saw the court these first sets and has come in for this third one, and she has been doing some good things up in that middle position where she's at right now. We have number 5, Stubenrock back to serve. And a down from Lucy Schuler, Doug, and Piper O'Farrell. Nice up
Good
from
up.
Monahan there. Another Macy Reeser in the back row, unfortunately, hits into a net there. We are at the set point right now, 24-18. It is Rogue's ball as Stubenrock goes back to serve once more. We are having substitutions for number 11, Liz Osborne, I don't believe has seen the court this game yet, as she is now in for Macy Reeser, and she gets the first up on that ball. Amy Pappas with a nice swing on her opposite position. A free ball from Ospreys, Annabelle Peterson going. And that is Lynn Benton's point, 19-24. They are at set point for this game, and they are not letting Rogue end it here. Annabelle Peterson back to serve.
A lot of pressure on this one, Jenna.
Oh!
And hit the ref.
Right into the line judge's feet, and that is 18-19 Rogue set. We are sitting 2-1 currently, as we will be coming back into a set 4. But for right now, we are going to go down to our sideline reporter, Brady Elliott. Unfortunately, Brady is unable to talk with us right now, so we will be back after this break. Welcome back to KBVR-TV. We are here broadcasting Lynn Benton Roadrunners versus Rogue Community College Ospreys. And it looks like we have a lineup change on Lynn Benton's side as Avery Axemaker, number 1, was on the bench in a libero suit and has not seen the court so far. But we now have Liz Osborne, number 11, instead in that second libero jersey, and Avery Axemaker in the white. We'll see if this switch will lead to a different libero out on the court besides Mia Monahan.
I'm curious. I'm curious what the strategy behind this was. I saw them changing jerseys during the break there, and I was wondering what was happening.
A nice serve from Josie Jennis on the Roadrunners there as we get a nice quick tip from Annabelle Peterson. Piper O'Farrell, I believe that was on the line, but I am not the line judge, and that is a point for the Roadrunners. They are starting off 1-0 in the 4th set. It's a nice down from Piper O'Farrell, who has been doing fantastic things for the Ospreys today.
Yes, she has. All right.
Outside from Farrell, who tools the Roadrunners and gains them the point. We are tied 1-1 so far. Number 5, Stubenrock back to serve. We have down and ready back row for the Roadrunners. Stubenrock serves, Lucy Schuler digs, set over to Amy Pappas, into a block, and it was unfortunately not saved on that ball.
Piper O'Farrell killing it on that block.
She is definitely one to watch going into this set as Roadrunners are trying to gain another set so they can go to 5 and get this win. And that is an out serve from Stubenrock right there, and we go back to Lucy Schuler serving for the Roadrunners. Ball is up, and a nice soft ball dug by our libero, down by Brem, excuse me, and we have a chip by Macy Reeser, dug up. Looks like we got a setter tip from Jennis on that one. Deep tip from O'Farrell on that one. Amy Pappas up at the net, saved by Macy Reeser on that block, who gets a swing at it. We are another setter tip, which has been an underutilized move so far in this game.
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Unfortunately, Lucy Schuler did not get far enough under that ball to save it. That is a Rogue point as we sit 3-2 Rogue lead so far into this 4th set.
Folks, it's important to note that both me and Jenna are former setters. So when we're looking at those technical points that they're getting off of those setter tips, we know what it's like to train for those. It's a technical thing. Setting is all about technique.
Absolutely. I've had plenty of finger injury in my day.
Oh, yes. Very familiar.
Nice serve from Cook on that play. We are getting a scrappy kind of rally going so far. O'Farrell, nice down, dug by Jennis. We got Pappas for a swing, dug by Cook, and we have a down from a chip from Brem. Outside hit by Macy Reeser, and it is in. That is tying up 3-3 after a really good rally from both teams here. They are bringing the energy back into this set as they are vying for this win.
I will say there was some shock on that call from number 8 on Rogue's side. The line judge's call did not seem to be what she thought it was.
Serve from Annabelle Peterson on the Roadrunners. We have a nice up going to Brem here. Back row to Peterson. And we got a Pappas swing, dug up, and unfortunately not able to be saved. That is a Roadrunner point. We sit 4-3, their first lead minus the first point of the game so far in this set. Peterson still back to serve for the Roadrunners. Middle chip right into the hole behind the middle blocker. Unfortunately, Roadrunners did not move their feet to cover that one. O'Farrell back to serve for the Ospreys.
You'd think that something right in the center would be an easy one to pick up, and oh, you'd be wrong. Some of those are the trickiest balls to pick up.
Unfortunately, Pappas hits it into the net, and it goes down on Roadrunner's side, and it is now yet another O'Farrell serve for the Ospreys. And it has gone into the net, Roadrunner ball. We have some substitutions. It looks like number 3, Claire Bitters back to serve. Osprey's back row is getting down and ready to receive. Nice over, and that's a tight ball sent down by Ava Elliott.
That was absolutely the right move. When it's up in the air like that, you need to take advantage of it, and that's exactly what Lynn Benton just did.
That's what they do well with their offensive line up at the net. There is Ava Elliott saw that ball, how overpass that was. That's what you need out of a middle blocker. And here she goes, saving that ball from needing a set, sets up Macy Reeser, gets it over. Nice dig by Lucy Schuler. Another one to Reeser. Oh, wow, goes and swings. That was a beautiful hit from Macy Reeser on that one. Right between 2 back row players.
I bet that felt good for the crowd to see. Here to support Lynn Benton, here to support the sophomores, to get them back engaged with this game and hyped up for the Roadrunners.
Absolutely. Another serve from Bitter as we sit 7-5. Roadrunners lead.
Oh, attempted a tip over. It did not go through.
Berceril did her attempt on that one, but unfortunately she went up faster than the ball did and came down just as quick.
It's all about timing. That is something, absolutely.
A nice up from Cook there. Chip from Brem. We are setting up Pappas. Oh, excuse me, that is Gillis out on the court right now, and she gained a Roadrunner point, setting them 9-5. And Coach Nelson is calling a timeout, Phoebe.
You know, I wonder if Coach Nelson saw that last move from number 8 on Rogue's team, saw that fist to the ground. That's a feeling I resonate with very much when you want something so bad in terms of this game and just getting away from you, especially when you're down there on the ground diving for it and it's just out of reach. I wonder if that was the reason for the timeout, to emotionally regulate the team, make sure that they're focused up, and make sure that this isn't everything to them. Sometimes teams can get in their heads if they understand how high stakes a game is, which explains why, when we spoke to Jamie Frazier earlier, she told us that they are trying to treat every game, no matter who the opponent is, at the same level.
Yeah, no matter the stakes, every game is a game. You go in, and you doing your thing. You have trained for this. This is what practice is for. It's just any other game, no matter what outside circumstances are on the line.
Absolutely. So important. Such an important thing to keep in mind.
We're coming back from this timeout. 9-5 right now. Lynn Benton Roadrunners lead. Number 3, Claire Bitter, back to serve Roadrunners. Nice up from Cook there, tight on the net. Quick save from Elliott and Gillis there. Back set to Gillis, who is able, up in the net. Unfortunately, it is blocked down into their own side of the net, and that is an Ospreys point.
Tried to do a similar thing that she had done previously that had worked, but was a little bit off on that timing, like we previously discussed. In terms of tips and things that are tight to the net, that is everything.
Absolutely. We have Breezy back to serve for the Ospreys right now. She's been doing very well with her serves and being a back row player for this team so far. We have a down from Gillis. That was beautifully saved by O'Farrell. A chip, and unfortunately, even though an attempt was made, Ospreys were not able to save that ball and get it back over in under 4 hits.
I see that a lot, and I'm sure you have as well, where it hits the ceiling and it disorients what people were predicting, And even something that would be a simple free ball, because there's that disorientation, fails to go over.
The angles from these beams in gyms. Oh, beautiful block from number 16 and 15, Laura Gillis and Ava Elliott on the Roadrunners. They beautifully hit that ball on their block into the hole where they didn't have any coverage from that hit. Maisie Reeser back to serve for the Roadrunners as they lead 11-6 in this fourth set. Barasil from the Ospreys. Yet another Elliott Gillis block there, gaining another point and calling for another timeout so soon. 12-6 lead for the Roadrunners here.
You know, I didn't think that that would be such a prominent skill in this game, this specific set, that is. The blocking has been something that's been sticking out to me a lot in this. We're getting really defensive plays that end up working for the team themselves. Sometimes, yeah, you know, people say the best defense or the best offense is good defense. In volleyball, that is exceptionally true. So we can see that a well-placed block can earn your team a point just off of that.
Absolutely. We have number 15, Lana Gillis, and number 16, Ava Elliott up there, blocking all those outside hits from the Ospreys, and they are not giving them a chance to get a nice fast ball going to the back row if they either block it and send it back to the Ospreys side, or just taking off enough of the spin and speed on that ball to give their defense enough time to save it off of the block.
Exactly.
Macy Reeser still back to serve for the Roadrunners, 12-6 lead as well. So we return to the game, and it looks like we had a player in who was in the wrong spot on the Osprey side, but it is now fixed. We have Cook back on the court. Reeser serve. Nice up by O'Farrell there. And an attempted save by Monahan on that one, but Berceril finally got her swing in that middle position there, and she was able to get that point for the Rogue Ospreys and bring back the ball into their possession as number 6, Rosa Suonishi, is back to serve. Nice up by Monahan. Lucy Schuler for a kill on that one, shanked by O'Farrell.
They are bringing it back. Coach Frazier, smile back on her face, proud of her team. It must be a rewarding thing because she's so calm and collected most of the time. To see her excited must feel really fantastic for the team.
Absolutely, another tight ball. Lucy Schuler able to get that block on that one with how tight it was. Monahan back to serve for the Roadrunners as we lead 14-7 against Rogue Ospreys. Ospreys are not out on this one as their back row is hyping each other up. They are still in it. They believe they can, and they will on that one as Monahan shanks the ball and gains a Rogue point for 8-14 so far. Lacamiento back to serve for Rogue.
They both really do want this, and it's a very special thing to see. Oh my goodness. Oh, and that is out.
Quite the floater serve from Lacamiento right there, and unfortunately it floated right out the end line.
Yeah, common misconception is that jump serves are the most effective ones, but a float serve, a good float serve, can disorient the team that you're playing against because it shifts in the air. It can be one of the most effective techniques, honestly.
Absolutely, and we have a kill on that side from Monahan's jump in the back row with her hands over her head like that. As, you know, the team libero, just having that drilled in that you're in the back row jumping, that ball is gonna be out.
Yes, absolutely.
Pappas hits it into the block, and unfortunately Macy Reeser was not able to scoop that up fast enough. It is another point for the Ospreys, who are back up 10-15. Roadrunners lead, but not by as many points anymore. Steubenrock back to serve. Right to Lucy Schuler. Set up for Annabelle Peterson, who tips it. We have it down from Brum into the block. Peterson lobs it over. Tip right into a corner pocket where there was not a defender off of that block. It is another Ospreys point.
That is a sweet spot in itself. Those back corners before the 10-foot are very hard to reach. It's a hard thing to pinpoint as a tipping location, but if you can, sometimes it's a guarantee. Not quite, but it's effective.
Bursarill, unfortunately shanked ball from Cook on that one. But yes, Bursarill is really coming in showing that she is a middle blocker, seeing those weak spots on a court while she is going up with a ball, with a blocker in front of her, just noticing those little empty pockets of places to put the ball. She's scoring points for her team on this one.
Yes, absolutely.
Down from Pappas, blocked and tooled. It is a Roadrunner point, up 17-11, pardon me. They hadn't updated the board yet, but we have Lucy Schuler back to serve. Roadrunners ball. Up from there, Brown hit. Looks like we might set up Annabelle Peterson right into the corner pocket with that line judge. A nice ball, didn't have much spin on it, if any. Schuler back to serve once again. The ball is up. Right to the back row, set it up. Number 7 on Rogue. O'Farrell gets a nice swing on the ball. We set up Macy Reeser, who sets it down off the block. Saved by number 5. Quick chip over. Setting up Pappas on this one. Over the block. Doug into the middle joust.
Ooh, good rally
and
happening.
a nice save. Quick free ball over from O'Farrell. Macy Reeser in.
And again.
And it's dug up. We got a free ball again, so we are resetting the court real quick. But this play has been amazing rally so far. A nice up on the Ospreys side.
Folks, we're still going. Oh my goodness.
Papa's tip quick, and then it looks like we're gonna go for a Brom down. Dug by Schuler. Quick chip from Janice.
Ooh.
Oh, and we might have a free ball save on that one as well. Oh, unfortunately, that ball was tipped out by Annabelle Peterson. But that was a beautiful rally from these two teams. That was a great back and forth as we sit 18 Roadrunners, 12 Rogue.
On Rogue's side, Lacamiento and Suinishi knocked heads on that last play. And as I saw them get up from that, I saw Lacamiento move her jaw. I wonder if it's feeling injured. Let's keep an eye on that.
Absolutely. She looks ready for this next play as we go with Cook back to serve for the Ospreys right now.
Cook's been showing frustration throughout this game. I hope that it's just lighting a fire.
Looks like athletic trainer Russell is going to help out Lucy Schuler there. I believe she was shaking some fingers on her left hand.
Oh, goodness. Very common in volleyball.
Absolutely.
Those jammed fingers, and you'll see he's putting on tape. That is to support and stabilize those fingers. Make sure that doesn't
I know he's been doing quite a few rounds with those with his, I believe, 3 interns currently who he has been going over repetition on taping up wrists and fingers for these players.
Those interns, I hear they're doing well.
Absolutely.
I hear they're doing great.
Nice serve from Cook. Peterson spins it. Down from, tip from Brom. Oh, and it was dug up by Janice, but unfortunately was not saved by a teammate on that one. It is 13 Ospreys, 18 Roadrunners. Osprey ball, Cook still back to serve.
And once again, in that last play, we saw that tip before the 10-foot, and those back corners, super effective. Here we go.
That is an out ball over there. Looks like all our injured players are good on the field. We have Lucy Schuler on the court for Lynn Benton Roadrunners, and we have libero Rosa Suanishi and Shayla Lacamiento back on their side of the court as well. And here we go, Avery Axemaker serving for Lynn Benton. First time on the court this set so far, or this game, pardon me. Down from Lucy Schuler, right into that pocket where there were no back row players.
Those seams, that's something that's very common in volleyball as well, is the seams that divide where a certain player's area of being able to be responsible for the ball is. If you can get along that line, then that is very important.
The divisions of home bases are always the weakest point in a defense.
Yes.
Piper O'Farrell back to serve for the Ospreys. Avery Axemaker subbed out for Annabelle Peterson. Annabelle Peterson switched out for Mia Monahan for a libero in the back row right there. Nice up from Lucy Schuler. We are setting up Macy Reeser, who gets a nice cross-court swing, and the ball is stuck in the rafters.
It is in the rafters.
I believe that is either a, yep, we are calling for a replay on that one. It is once again O'Farrell's serve.
I told him, but
They can get it.
it didn't happen.
2 can get it.
I asked, but
It's in the bleachers.
We are having a quick conversation with the ref from Genis on this part.
It's in the
find
ceiling,
the ball in the
right
ceiling.
above
It's in
it.
the ceiling, like on roadside.
We'll
So maybe
see
the 2 can get it.
if that ball drops during this play. Sometimes that happens.
Yes, I believe we are doing a replay on that one. O'Farrell,
Yeah, I see it.
another
Wow!
and a replay, exactly play of the game for Roadrunners there. 21-14, Roadrunner lead as they give the ball yet again to Macy Reeser, who hits that same seam spot and gets their point.
Yes.
Claire Bitter back to serve for the Roadrunners.
Their placement is just killer right now. The Roadrunners are getting those tough spots in the seams, in the middle of the court, where everybody's jurisdiction is off. Wow.
Unfortunately, Bercerel hits it into the net. It is still Bitter's serve for the Roadrunners. But yes, there's a lot going on in this fourth set here as we sit 22-14. A nice tip over from the Ospreys. Chip from Macy Reeser. Oh, and we got a nice down from Lana Gillis. That gains a Lynn Benton point.
Suanishi is doing rough on these last couple plays. That is so frustrating to feel a little targeted. But hopefully it sparks her fire to keep going, to adjust.
Nice serve from Bitter. Up. Berceril gets it over. Macy Reeser hits it. Dug by number 5. Another down from Berceril.
And there we go.
Dug by Bitter. Down by Macy Reeser. And unfortunately, number 5, Olivia Stubenrock, was unable to get there as we sit set point 24-14. Roadrunners lead. Roadrunners possession as Bitters is back to serve.
Yeah, so if LB went
There are no timeouts left for Coach Nelson on the Rogue team.
Crowd hold
Nice
their breath.
switch,
Oh.
and that is a point for Rogue on that one.
Okay.
A quick slide play from Danica Berceril on that one. We are subbing
Roadrunners,
out.
They can easily still do this, but it's easy to loosen the grip a little bit when you're in game point. So they got to keep it for one more point.
Breezy back to serve for Ospreys. Dug by Monahan. Setting up Lana Gillis. Quick free ball over.
Nice.
Good by Monahan. Macy Reeser down. Blocked and saved. And it looks like we are going to have a free ball from the Ospreys as well.
Could this be it?
Hit up. Ava Elliott, nice dug by Monahan. Another out to Macy Reeser. Oh, cross hit. And again,
they want to end this game.
They want it cut. Oh, a nice up from Ava Elliott. Macy Reeser yet again. Again from the libero.
Number 12.
That is set point for the Roadrunners. We are sitting 2-2 right now. We are going to run to our sideline reporter, Brady Elliott, before coming back into our 5th set.
Thanks, Jenna.
Here you go, Brady.
Thank you, Jenna. What a great 4th set that was for Lynn Benton. These teams are not unfamiliar with going to 5 sets. Last time they played, October 4th, they went to 5 sets, with Lynn Benton winning the first 2 sets and then Rogue coming back and winning 3 in a row. So this is just another matchup where these 2 teams are going 5 sets. I'm also really interested to see what Rogue does in terms of their energy and just how energetic they are, with only having 9 players on their roster to LBCC's 17. So let's see if those players can keep up that energy going into the 5th set. I'm really excited to see 5th set, best words in sports, game 5. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much for that, Brady. We are KBVR-TV, and we will be back after this break. They made her change jerseys, and she went in and served.
What up? How's it going? It's going good. Yeah, we ended up 2-2 in volleyball, so it feels like we're both arguing really good.
I know.
Nick
was like, yeah, I've done volleyball. I can do that. I'm like, dude, you're just saying things.
It's when you had it drilled into your brain, like every practice with the repercussion being running suicides. Yeah, it's like I haven't heard these terms in years, but it's in there.
Oh yeah, this is so much. Yeah. Like, no offense, Nick, but this is spoken.
This is really fun. Yeah, and everybody keeps complimenting us on it, which I
Dream team, guys.
There's been a couple, like, I don't know. Like, there was one time where, because it's really loud, it was like, we're gonna cut to break, but Brady is the sideline reporter. It sounded like Brady could see, and it was loud. We'll start with PR.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, we'll go for our sideline reporter, Brady Elliott.
I was like,
never mind, we can't find him. We'll be back after the break.
He's not here. Like, he mysteriously vanished.
I mean, he was right there just talking to Steven, so he could have interviewed him. Hi, by the way, I'm Jenna.
Oh, I'm Danny. Nice to meet you.
You too. Oh, you were the chief producer. You were the chief producer. Welcome back to KBVR-TV. Here we are broadcasting Lynn Benton Roadrunners versus Rogue Community College Ospreys. And here we are, start of the 5th set of the game. This one's only going to go up to 15 points, but we are sitting 2 sets LB, 2 sets Rogue. It has been anybody's game, each of these sets leading up to this point. How are we feeling, Phoebe?
It has been intense, to say the least. And this is going to be the most intense game of them all because we can feel how much both teams want this. There's so much on the line. Here we go.
Absolutely. Serve up by Lacamiento. Nice hit by Lucy Schuler on the opposite side, actually. A tip by number 5, Steuben Rock, that unfortunately wasn't able to clear the net. But yes, coming in, we have Rogue Community College, #1 in the South region, and Lynn Benton, #2, only separated by 3 drop sets more on Lynn Benton's side. That separates them from the first and second spots. These teams are perfectly matched up. As a beautiful down from Danica Burseril.
Absolutely. This is neck and neck, not only in terms of this game, but in terms of their standing. They've had a long-term rivalry with each other, and
Yes.
this will end it tonight.
This season has been quite a matchup for these two. Nice down by Macy Reeser. Piper O'Farrell returns for the Rogue point, who sit 2-1 so far, leading. Steubenroth back to serve. But these teams know what's on the line, and no matter how much the coaches want to emphasize, play like just any other game, they are in this 5th set, and they know what's on the line. They are here. Unfortunately, Janice was unable to dig that ball out of the net and give another point to Rogue, but they are in it to win it, both teams. It is anyone's game.
Yes.
Now they're up by Steubenrock, and it's an over hit. Pappas into a block, and it goes out. She tooled him, got the point back for LB.
It's a hard thing to control on a block, whether or not that's going to go out. We'll see how they make the slight adjustments. I've watched a lot of college ball, I'll say, and this is a fun game to watch because both teams are so skilled and have such different strategies like we've been talking about throughout this game. The scrappiness of Rogue versus the collected unit of LBCC.
A nice serve from Axemaker, a nice save from Janice on that one. And we have a down, Lucy Schuler to Rogue's back row. Oh, and unfortunately, they were unable to get that ball back. Annabelle Peterson is coming in for #1, Avery Axemaker, sub out. And then Annabelle Peterson leaves the court for #2, Mia Monahan. #6, back to serve for Rogue, Perseus Rosas Suinishi. Macy Reeser gets that ball, and she gets the hit on it. We're going to have a opposite down from Piper O'Farrell into the block, and it is chipped out. That is another Roadrunner point. We are sitting 3-4 Rogue lead, but it is the Roadrunners serve as #3 Claire Bitter goes back to serve that ball.
Not only, as if there wasn't more on the line tonight than what there already is, the crowd here is here to celebrate LBCC sophomores. So they want to win this to show their relatives, their friends, make them proud.
Absolutely. These sophomores are coming out with a vengeance. Oh, unfortunately, Macy Reeser hits it into the net, giving up a point for Rogue as #11, Piper O'Farrell, goes back to serve. But yes, the sophomores on Lynn Benton tonight have been doing fantastic. Mia Monahan, we've got Annabelle Peterson, of course, Amy Pappas, of course. Ava Elliott has gotten quite a bit of floor time today. A nice down there from Lana Gillis. Over, saved by Macy Reeser. We are going outside, chip by Brun. Another down by, not Piper, Macy Reeser. Yet another quick joust at the net, thrown into the back. Oh, unfortunately, Monahan was unable to get fully under that ball to give Claire Bitter a proper way to save that one on a second play.
Rogue with a slight lead. Let's see. Piper O'Farrell can bring it.
O'Farrell
and announcer
serves.
curse.
Absolutely. O'Farrell serves into the net as Phoebe tries to talk her up. We are sitting 4-6. Rogue lead. Maisie Reeser back to serve for Lynn Benton. There we go. Dug by O'Farrell. A nice down over there by #7. Chip over by Lucy Schuler. O'Farrell again.
Good dig.
Oh, unfortunately, Bitter was unable to get that ball either back on her own side or just inside the out stick there.
There's a lot of, sorry, Brenna. There's a lot of running for the ball on the men's side. I wonder if there needs to be some adjustment to make sure that they're in their places, ready to receive the ball, ready to go for those saves.
Absolutely. It seems almost as if these teams seem to have switched strategies at this last set. Lynn Benton has turned into a scrappy team on the court, while Rogue is set up and they have their positions and they are running plays with that slide last set. They are having everybody in positions. This has been quite the switch up so far as we sit 7-4 Rogue lead. And it looks like we had some contention on that last point.
No, I think you're absolutely right.
Oh, it is Lynn Benton's point. I guess we are giving credit. I'm not sure what the call was on that one, but Mia Monahan back to serve.
Okay.
Outside down, blocked!
Oh, net.
Are we calling net?
Let's see.
It looks like they're calling 5, which is on Rogue's side. Is it a number 5 in the net? Or number 8, Annabelle Peterson?
All right, some discourse
Looks
on
like
this last point.
Oh dear. Got a little bit of confusion on this one. Oh, we are sitting at 8 points, so we are switching sides. That is what's happening here.
Okay.
Oh, that poor down ref must be like, why is nobody listening to me?
Absolutely.
That is not a call on number 5 or number 8. That is a middle of the set switch.
And if you're unaware, the reason that volleyball players do this is to eliminate any advantage on one side of the court. There usually isn't, but just so that teams aren't claiming that there was an advantage for either team.
Absolutely. They've each had 2 chances on both sides of the court, and now in this 5th set, oh, that ball was blocked and unfortunately went out. Berceril did a great job blocking it, but unfortunately was unable to stuff it into the court. Number 4, Josie Jennis back to serve for the Roadrunners as we sit 6-8 Rogue lead. But you were right, Phoebe. We don't want anyone to have some sort of advantage, however small or perceived.
Absolutely.
Macy Reeser was unable to get under that ball with that pancake. It is a Rogue point. Number 2, Shayla Lacamiento is back to serve for Rogue. Oh, we have a timeout called. I believe, was that Coach Jamie Frazier?
Oh,
it
my
was.
goodness.
That is a Roadrunner timeout as we sit 6-9 Rogue lead.
This is anyone's game. And Rogue has the edge here. We'll see if they keep it. They want to. They want it, and they've been collected. They, just as you said, they have switched strategies. And I don't know if that has been something that they've interpreted something from their coaches. There's been some kind of conversation among their teammates, or if it's been a switch in strategy, or if they're getting mentally fatigued and having this. I'm unsure.
Absolutely. It could be possible. It was an unintentional switch to begin with as we were going in with a 3-point lead on Rogue's side as they still sit with 2 timeouts remaining. I believe what Roadrunners were doing before with their setup and their fluidity as a team was working well for them as they won 2 sets with it. But yes, this last set switch is definitely leaving it up to be anyone's game right now. Another serve from Lacamiento. And a tool by Amy Pappas, giving the Roadrunners another point. That timeout worked for them as Lucy Schuler goes back to serve.
I wish we had a slow-mo cam for that, because what definitely happened is it hit off of the blocker's fingers and wet out. I wish that y'all could see that up front because it is so precise.
Nice up by O'Farrell there. A nice down by Lucy Schuler over there, saving it from the back row. that is an out ball from Rogue, so we have another point for the Roadrunners as they go up to 8-9. Remember, this set is only going to 15 points, so we are 6 away from match point. Lucy Schuler back to serve for the Roadrunners.
No, I said if they score near the tie, and they've been behind, so we want to see the lowest.
A nice down there from Steubenrock on the Ospreys. And again, Piper O'Farrell, unfortunately shanked by Lucio Schuler there. That is another point for Rogue as they sit 10-8 right now. We have some substitutions coming in.
This is where it comes down to the wire for coaches to implement a new strategy, to sub new players in, to do anything that it takes to get this win.
Down by Amy Pappas into the block, and it is unfortunately shanked by her teammate. And that is another point for Rogue as number 5, Steubenrock, goes back to serve for Rogue.
You could cut the tension in the air with a knife.
Oh, that float serve unfortunately did not do her any favors as it goes right into the net. We've got some substitutions going on here as we have number 16, Ava Elliott, sophomore, up back into the front row. Avery Axemaker, I believe also a sophomore, into serving position for the Roadrunners. So they sit 9-11 currently. Down by 2 points, down by 2 points. Quick tip there. Another down by Macy Reeser. Right in between 3 back row players. That is quite the spot to pick for Reeser.
And it caught him off guard, we could definitely see. I will say, although this is their sophomore night, the crowd is pretty split as well. Of course, there's a majority of people here at Lynn Benton home base for this game, but there's also a lot of Rogue cheers.
Yes, Phoebe, Medford fans are here in the stands cheering on their team. As they gain yet another point, we are sitting 12-10, Rogue lead. More substitutions on both sides. Number 6, Rosa Suanishi back to serve for Rogue. Ball over to the back row. We are setting up Pappas, who gets it, tips off the blockers, and they are saving it. Lucy Schuler digs. And outside to Macy Reeser. Dug by number 5. Brem, hits that one. Tipped by Macy Reeser. Dug by Brem.
Wow.
Number 7, Soraya Nani has been on the court, getting her middle position well earned.
10-13. Rogue is 2 points away from the victory. Lynn Benton wants this so bad.
We have a timeout called by Coach Jamie Frazier as we are, as Phoebe said, 2 points away from match point. Reminder that they are playing for the top seed spot in their South region of the Northwest Athletic Conference. And with their current positionings, either team can walk away first place in this, and they are not guaranteed, but very close to hosting their regional competition after this. But whoever ends up second still has a shot. They just have to count on some specific circumstances that give them the shot.
Absolutely. What an honor to host. I'm sure that either team would love to show off their home base to other teams for their regional conference.
We are back from timeout, both teams ending it early as we go back to Rosa Suanishi serving for the Rogue Ospreys.
The crowd holds their breath for these next 2 points.
We have a drum roll. Nice floater serve to the back row. Dug, and Amy Pappas comes out opposite hit. Dug, Brem unfortunately hits it out of the court.
It's a good marker of when something's out if you hit the line, Judge.
line judge stepping out of the way to avoid being hit, but unfortunately the Ospreys were calling for it to be an in call.
Oh.
And it looks like we
Well,
are
let's
giving it to the Roadrunners on this one. Claire Bitter back into serve. Score sits 11-13. Rogue leads.
Tip. Oh.
Tipped, dug up by Bitter. Quick free ball from Monahan there.
Good
Nice
up.
save from Bitter on that one. We've got 2 players going for that second touch there. Lucy Schuler ends up smacking that one. That is an in ball. That is 14 points for Rogue. They are 1 away from winning this match and solidifying their #1 spot in this region.
Now that was a tricky spot right up against the line. It takes a really skilled player to get there. And unfortunately, Lynn Benton.
Piper O'Farrell with such a close to the net serve on that one.
Wow.
Dug by the Roadrunners and returned by the Ospreys back to the Roadrunners. A down by Macy Reeser. Dug, of course, by their libero. Given off to Brim. And that is match point. Rogue has won their set. We have parents in the stands on their feet cheering. They are getting ready for their end of game high fives as we are sitting here. 15-11. The Roadrunners were 4 points away from clinching this win.
There it is.
All right, as we are going into high fives, we are going to go to a break real quick, and we will be back for post game. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back to KBVR-TV. After this Lynn Benton Roadrunners versus Rogue Community College Ospreys game, they fell 2-3 sets. Set 1 they won 25-18. Lost set 2 23-25. Lost set 3 as well 19-25. Came back in set 4 25-16, and unfortunately fell 11-15 in set 5. Our sideline reporter Brady Elliott is down with Rogue setter Shayla Lacamiento. Back to you, Brady.
Thank you, Jenna. Like you said, I'm here with Shayla. Shayla, a really hard-fought 5-set match. What do you think of your performance?
I think that our game was really good today, and I think that we finally are playing our game, because our past 2 games we kind of struggled, but I think this is like how we actually play, and we all stayed together, and I think that was really good.
Awesome. After losing a tough 4th set, what was Coach telling you in the huddle to kind of prep for that 5th set?
She was basically telling us to just play our game. We know what kind of team we are, so we just need to play our game.
Awesome. And as a 4-time Player of the Week recently, what are some things you do before a game to kind of prep before a game?
Well, before games, I usually listen to worship music, and I always pray, because it just helps me to be at peace. And for preparation, my coaches work a lot with me to build connections with my hitters. So I think that's really good.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much for talking with her, Brady. That was very insightful after such a stellar game.
Thank you so much.
Phoebe, how are we feeling about that unfortunate loss?
It was a hard-fought game on both sides. I'm sure that it's hard to celebrate the sophomores after that loss, but it's lovely to see families here, to see them celebrating. Tough loss from them, but it was a hard fight. Went to 5 sets, as they usually do, against each other. And yeah, I think both teams should be very proud of their performance.
Absolutely, especially highlight games from Annabelle Peterson, a sophomore, Amy Pappas, also a sophomore, and Ava Elliott. We want to thank Mark Majeski and Tim Mullerstrom for assisting KBVR with these live streams. This has been a fantastic volleyball season. You can find KBVR-TV live streaming on November 15th. That is a Saturday for a Women's Plus rugby match live on our YouTube channel. We have a sophomore night presentation currently going on, so we will tune in to that right now.
Number 8, middle blocker, Annabelle Peterson. Annabelle is a graduate of Cascade High School. She will complete her AS degree this spring and will continue her academic career at OSU, where she Excellence Award for maintaining above a 3.5 GPA. Here tonight with Annabelle are her parents, Shannon and Mike Peterson. Annabelle's memories are getting to play with some amazing.
All right, we will cut our live stream off here. I have been Jenna Benson, joined here with Phoebe Eisen. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you November 15th for that Women's Plus Rugby match on our YouTube channel. Thank you. We are KBVR-TV.
Thank you folks so much. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.